Hello, everyone. I hope you're all having a blessed Saturday. Thank you, everyone, for joining me here today. This is your daily news report and fourth stimulus check update. Congress may pass a new bill that would greatly help Social Security beneficiaries. Many senators want their colleagues to go up against the new $3.5 trillion budget plan. The 5 winners of this week's Amazon gift card giveaway are Lori Dimer, Powerful Mind 78, Summer Wade Paul, and Patricia Lewis, and also Jan Phillips. Congratulations to all 5 of you. To claim your gift card, please remember to respond to my comment. Also, next Friday, I will be giving away Walmart gift cards. To enter that giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, and also like this video. Thank you so much, everyone. Millions of Americans throughout the United States are having trouble covering their cost of living with just income solely from Social Security. A bill has been reintroduced in Congress aimed at reducing the risk that older Americans will live in poverty despite receiving their monthly checks. This proposal, called the Social Security Enhancement and Protection Act, was put forward by Democratic Representative Gwen Moore this very week. The measure aims to improve benefits in 3 ways. First, it would update what is called the Special Minimum Benefit, a floor for low earners, to 100% of the current poverty level. This would apply to individuals who have paid into Social Security for at least 30 years and claim benefits when they reach full retirement age, which is typically 66 or 67 years old, depending on when they were born. These benefits would be adjusted so that workers with at least 10 years of work but fewer than 30 would also be eligible. In addition to this, Representative Gwen Moore calls for applying child care credits toward future program eligibility for all parents of children under the age of 6. Those parents would receive a credit for each year a child under that age is in the home, for a maximum of 5 years. That time would count towards the 30 years required for the special minimum benefit. Then the bill would also propose increasing monthly checks for all beneficiaries by 5% once they have been retired for 20 years. That increase would be gradually phased in starting when
Good afternoon from Washington, D.C. This is Congressman Dan Muser, and welcome to my weekly update. A little over 100 days ago, I attended President Biden's inauguration at the United States Capitol. That day, President Biden pledged that his administration would govern with unity and bipartisanship. In the time since, the Biden administration and the Democrat leadership have done the opposite. They've chosen a partisan, go-it-alone approach on everything, from a so-called rescue plan, which received not one Republican vote and had very little to do with rescue or recovery. We did that in the previous year. To the crisis at our southern border, to their recent multi-trillion-dollar transportation infrastructure proposal, which has very little to do with transportation infrastructure. Since their first day in office, the Biden administration has issued dozens of job-killing executive orders, more than any other administration since FDR's, that have increased government overreach and regulation at the expense of American workers. Among these orders was the halting of construction on the Keystone XL pipeline, a decision that directly cut thousands of good-paying jobs and rattled the energy prices. We all see that at the gasoline pump. These unilateral executive orders place progressive priorities above the livelihoods of everyday Americans. No less destructive were the Biden administration's decision to repeal the effective immigration policies of the Trump administration, leading to a catastrophe at our Mexican border. I visited the border last month, very unlike our vice president or president, and witnessed the humanitarian crisis caused by the Biden administration policy changes. This situation was entirely avoidable and must be corrected immediately, and it can be. Speaker Pelosi and Chuck Schumer have demonstrated no inclination towards bipartisanship. In 2020, Congress, in a very bipartisan manner, allocated $3.7 trillion in targeted COVID relief that supported struggling families and businesses, developed vaccines, reinforced our hospitals as we combated the COVID-19. In their first days in office, Democrat leadership pushed through a completely partisan bill totaling nearly $2 trillion, of which less than 10% went towards defeating the virus. or vaccinations. This unprecedented
Student benefits would be expanded for children of deceased and disabled workers so that they would be able to continue to collect money up to age 26, as long as they are students in college or vocational schools. Currently, benefits are only paid for those children up to age 18. Gwen Moore's plan also calls for many changes to help pay for the expanded benefits. That includes phasing out the Social Security payroll tax cap, which currently only applies to wages up to $142,800. At that time, the plan also calls for gradually raising the rate at which both employers and employees pay that tax to 6.5%, from the current rate of 6.2% over 6 years. Representative Gwen Moore had said, "My proposal would help us to ensure that Social Security does what it's intended to do, and that's to protect all older Americans from spending their retirement living in deep poverty." Other Social Security proposals from many Democrats right now have sought to establish a minimum benefit to help keep people out of poverty. That includes 5 of the Democratic presidential candidates' platforms from the most recent election: President Joe Biden, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, Senators Amy Klobuchar, Bernie Sanders, and Elizabeth Warren. Representative John Larson has also put forward a bill aimed at increasing benefits. Notably, those other proposals mostly set the minimum benefit at 125% of the federal poverty level, rather than just 100%. So right now, moderate Democratic Senators Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema are reportedly throwing support behind 9 House lawmakers that are threatening to derail President Biden's $3.5 trillion infrastructure deal. And that's if Speaker Nancy Pelosi does not first schedule a vote on a similar bipartisan compromise bill. The 2 senators are privately advising and encouraging the group of centrist Democrats, nicknamed the Unbreakable Nine, on negotiations with Nancy Pelosi and White House officials. They are supporting the group's attempt to leverage passage of the Democrat-backed reconciliation bill by vowing to tank the measure in the House. That's if the $1.2 trillion infrastructure deal that passed the Senate is not sent to Biden's desk for a signature. By joining forces with the ideological counterparts in the lower chamber, Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema, who both voted in favor of a fiscal blueprint. So everyone, that's the end of the video for tonight. I'm so grateful all of you guys have joined me here today. I hope some of you have found some of this information helpful. And also next Friday, I will be announcing 3 winners of my Walmart gift card giveaway. Please remember to enter my giveaway. What you need to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and also leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a very blessed weekend.